So I know this is surprising to a lot of different people, but Road to the Show is the most played mode in MLB The Show. To capture the more casual player, Road to the Show is 100% the way to do it. And with the current trend of sports games merging with RPGs and an intense emphasis on customization and personalization across all games, Road to the Show fits that itch. My Career is quite popular in NBA, and there's a host of other sports games too that allow you to create your own player and do many different things with him. Now, we all know there are many areas that Road to the Show could improve the mode, but I believe the most needed improvement should be implemented at the pre-MLB experience. So just picture this. You've gone through the Scout Day and Showcase, you've been drafted in the first round, and then you go on to play 20, 30, maybe 40 games until you finally make it to the Major League team of choice. After you get drafted, it's really just a race to see how quick you can get to the MLB. A lot of people sometimes just simulate it to try and get through it. Playing in the minor leagues isn't as fun as maybe everybody believes. So how do you fix that? I think what San Diego Studios and MLB The Show needs to do is to add in 2 new levels of play: high school and college. So if you think about NCAA Football 14, you could choose your city, state, number of seasons you wanted to play in high school, and everything you did prepared you for your college offers. Now, if you think about the parallels of playing in high school for football to the major leagues, there is the first decision point that comes in at this moment in time. As a 17, 18-year-old, do you get drafted and sign a major league contract and enter as an athlete, maybe with 45, 55 overall statistics, but maybe a high potential? Or do you then choose to go to a college team which offers you a scholarship? Which brings me to the next part, college. Now, I know we're not going to get all 130 some Division 1A baseball teams into the show, but if you think about some other games that have done it before too, like NBA 2K16, they actually did this quite well in my opinion. You played 4 different high school games, and then there was a series of college scouts that would come actually to your home and offer you really a position to play on their team. And depending on your performance, depending on what teams would show up, really the top basketball teams in the nation. I think MLB The Show could do this as well too. It also makes for a pretty good story experience. So picture this. You play maybe 4 or 5 high school games if you want, which gives you a pretty good understanding of maybe what your overall stats are. You then participate in Scout Day and the Showcase, which gives you an overall. You can then choose to either enter the draft, or you can choose to field offers from a series of college baseball teams. You know, we're thinking LSU and Miami, maybe South Carolina, Texas A&M. You don't have to get them all, just maybe 8 or so. And maybe they all play each other, and it's another shortened simulation, just like in the prelude for NBA 2K17, where you only play 4 games. And really, it's a guided story experience, and at the end of it, you play in the national championship if you win each game. Now, after that's done, for your freshman or sophomore or junior year, you then finally accept your draft position and then go to the minors, where it could be a similar experience as it is now in MLB The Show, but I hope it's a little bit shorter, because now we're thinking about, you got a couple of acts. You got the first act, which is your setup in high school. Then you've got more the second act, which is maybe college and a little bit of minors, and then the climax where you finally make an MLB team. All through the resolution, through your Hall of Fame and how far you play is the third act, if you think about it from a story perspective. Now, the first thing you're probably asking yourself is, Frisk, how realistic is it that San Diego Studios or MLB could get a college team into the game? I think it's pretty realistic. College baseball might be interested in it. And I think if Madden can get Texas and Oregon into long shot story mode, I believe that San Diego Studios can get at least 8 teams across the United States that would be willing to participate. So now, going back to it, there are many ways to improve MLB The Show Road to the Show, but I truly believe that implementing options for gamers to play in high school, college games, in addition to Scout Day, tryouts, the draft, and then minors, all in the Road to the Show, will make this mode so much more dynamic, story-driven, interesting, because you go these different locations. It's not just the same locker room over and over. Think about the multiple choice, more branching storyline system that they've built this year with the Road to the Show, and put that over the top of all these different locations and experiences that you could go across through your journey of Road to the Show. Man, that is a Road to the Show that I want to play right now. All right, guys, well, what do you think about this? Would you play it? Do you agree? Or do you think there's other things that they should do to Road to the Show? Love to hear about it in the comments. And until the next one, thanks for listening. Peace.